Account reconciliation is a robust and secure solution for managing and automating account reconciliation period-end processes and performing large-scale transaction matching, improving the efficiency and accuracy of your financial processes and statements. With account reconciliation's key capabilities, you can perform tasks such as automate high-volume transaction matching and directly integrate with period-end reconciliations, simultaneously load transactions for past, current, and upcoming periods, perform complex reconciliations across unlimited data sources using unlimited attributes, automate your journal entries, automate all reconciliations such as zero balance, subledger, cash, and intercompany, easily identify outliers, monitor compliance with provided configurable dashboards, and use alerts to take action on exceptions, and streamline your close with the built-in financial close integrations and narrative reporting capabilities. Let's explore some of these features in a sample application, first by performing some administrative tasks and then some user tasks. Reconciliation Compliance performs and manages all of your period-end reconciliations, from lower volume, simple reconciliations to complex, high-volume reconciliations. You can run auto reconciliations such as general ledger balance to subledger and zero balance accounts to complete reconciliations. You can also set up variance analysis to compare balances as needed, such as month over month, month over quarter end, and month over year. Use transaction matching to perform higher volume or more complex balance sheet reconciliations, such as those requiring 2, 3, or 4-way reconciliations from many sources. For example, general ledger to point of sale to bank statement. You can also perform non-balance sheet reconciliations like system to system and other operational reconciliations specific to your business. Formats determine how a reconciliation is completed. You can assign a standard format from a library to a reconciliation, or configure a format that meets your particular needs. You can define integrations with mapping rules to assign account balances to reconciliations. When balances are imported, these rules ensure that they appear in the correct summary, group, or individual reconciliation, and support drillback to the originating source system. You can perform reconciliations at the level best for your business. For example, you can perform some reconciliations by company code and account level, and others at the company code, cost center, and account level. In Reconciliation Compliance, you set up the reconciliation lists that contain the balances to be reconciled, and key fields such as name, account ID, status, and start and end dates. You can add standard or an unlimited number of configurable attributes to support your requirements. Now we'll perform some user tasks. If a reconciliation must be prepared manually, you can enter reconciling items, balance explanations, attachments, and comments to justify balances. You can immediately identify the current unexplained differences on the reconciliation summary and orient yourself with the action that's been taken. Use balance explanations to manually add and justify reconciling transactions. You can also import transactions in bulk or use automated data integrations. To control what's allowed or required for submission, configure settings to enforce policy compliance. This ensures that reconciliations are accurately prepared before being submitted to reviewers, such as Amy Marlin shown here, for valuation and approval. Reconciliations can have multiple reviewers who perform monthly, quarterly, or dynamic reviews to respond to custom risk conditions. Risk conditions could include days overdue, balances or content in the current or prior period, or trends across a range of prior periods. A standard set of rules is available for common cases, such as authorized zero balance accounts, or when a reconciliation requires matching a general ledger balance to a subledger balance within a tolerance. However, you can configure auto-reconciliation rules using your organization's policies to achieve corporate objectives. To use transaction matching, work with an administrator to identify the reconciliations that require matching. These are assigned a match type. In addition to manual matching rules, you can also use automatic rules such as one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one, many-to-many, and adjustment. You can configure rules for tolerance ranges on dates and amounts and make automatic adjustments when variances exist. You can quickly find transactions in any status by searching the match type. You can also save your preferred filters and columns using the Save List action, click Transaction IDs for an audit history, and click Match IDs to see what matches with a transaction. The matching list displays all reconciliations configured for transaction matching. Start the process by importing and auto-matching transactions. You can schedule to load transactions on a frequency that best fits your reconciliation process, such as daily, weekly, or monthly. After auto-matching, transactions get a status of new, suggested, or confirmed. Suggested matches must be confirmed by preparers. You can manually match transactions that aren't automatically matched, based on your criteria, by selecting transaction rows until they balance off with no variance. Once transactions are matched, they're removed from the unmatched view. At any point throughout this process, you can create journal entries for any general ledger that you use for transactions and make adjustments. If a transaction matching reconciliation needs period-end workflow in reconciliation compliance, the unmatched and matched-in-transit transactions automatically flow to the period-end reconciliation. As a best practice, you can simultaneously load transactions for the current and upcoming periods, so you can continue identifying exceptions in the next period and in-transit transactions for the current period-end reconciliation. If you integrate with Financial Consolidation and Close, use the Task Scheduler to link reconciliations to closed tasks, helping you best streamline, track, and manage dependencies across financial close activities. When a reconciliation is complete, the task closes and dependent tasks can begin. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.